So, one of your seven capacities of leadership is purpose. Can you explain that?
Yeah, I would like to explain purpose, although I feel daunted by this topic because this is at the core of so much. I mean, we talk about the world's greatest thinkers that we could think of, whoever those are, if however we would judge it, and we could see that this topic of purpose was something that all of them recognized as foundational, essential, and of the utmost importance. And I get why. It's purpose is the beginning of something. It's the origination of something. So everything extends from that. It's purpose is the seed. It's the acorn. It's the without it, the results of the fruit or the plant or the tree would not be possible. Those are the outcomes. So it's the origin, the beginnings of something. And well, we wouldn't be here without it. And so, what do we do with purpose? It's always been like, I've always recognized it as a weighty and important topic, but also overwhelming and intimidating, frankly, to be honest. Purpose is like, okay, we're talking serious stuff when we're at the level of purpose. It's my purpose. Whoa, you really get your attention. So the capacity for purpose, I realized, when we talk about a capacity, it's basically about one's ability to contain. So we can maybe stretch or grow or make sure we fill to the fullest our capacity. And in this case, we have seven of them, but we're talking about the capacity of purpose here. So what does that mean to have that? And so for us, it's about recognizing that purpose is not created by us, at least. We don't invent purpose. It's really the capacity to discern it, that it's there. And we have to just know at any moment, what is it that we're talking about, first of all, because if we're talking about this, that purpose is very different than if we're talking about this, the pen, you know? But if I just isolate this, I can very much go, oh, I know the purpose of this. You all can fill it in just by looking at it, right? And then if I were to switch it on you, okay, let's really throw it. What's the purpose of this? You could similarly do the exact same thing. It's a different object, it's a different focus, and so it has a different purpose. And we say, well, what is that? What is the purpose of this item or that item? Or we could say the purpose of this event, or the purpose of this organization, or the purpose of this meeting. And what we do instead of create it is we sort of discern it. For a meeting, you start to say, well, who are the people that are gathered here? And what is going on around us now that matters to this collective people and that we could do something about? And then what would be the best use of our time together? Now, I don't know that that's how meetings are created, but if people just thought about the purpose of the meetings, then more of our meetings would be that way. They would be more purposeful. They would be more deliberate, intentional. And all of these words go together: purposeful, intentional, deliberate. They all signal an awareness of why we're doing something, and not just that, but a destination. So purpose to me always implies outcomes. I don't say it, I just sort of see it the way you could just look at an acorn and then think tree too, because that's the relationship: purpose, outcomes, purpose, outcomes. So aside from just discerning purpose, I think further capacity is then to be able to articulate what are the natural extensions for this purpose. What would, for this purpose, thriving look like? Because the word thriving, we know what this means. It means growth. So for this purpose, what would it look like to grow toward that? Or for this purpose, what would it look like to succeed, which is another definition of thriving.